extracting data from 3 particular dinosaurs out there on the island. Now, we believe this genetic material could lead to a medical breakthrough that will save the face of humanity as we know it. So this is very important work that we're doing here today. Thank you so much for answering our call. Now, team 13, so just 13, if you come a little closer for me. There we go. Now, we have to create some team cohesion, right? Do you all know each other?
No.
It's fine, you're going to get to know each other very well in the next 30 minutes. I think to create this cohesion, I think we should come up with a team name. What do we think? Any ideas?
Team Nublar.
Team Nublar.
Yeah.
Talk us through Nublar.
Nublar is the island of Jurassic Park, so Nublar is just a way to celebrate.
There we go. This is my assistant.
John.
John, I am Dr. Camilla. Nice to meet you. John, you can be the team captain.
Sure.
Team Nublar over here. Now, some unfortunate news for you. We cannot take the genetic DNA from perished specimens or from fossils. We are going to be doing from the dinosaurs themselves. So, good luck with that. Everybody, follow me. Watch out for feeding these to the Spinosaurus later, so don't get too attached. Okay. Perfect. Team Nublar. Listen up. Yeah. So, as I said, my name is Dr. Camilla Torres. I am one of the lab technicians here at Parker Genetics. Now, it is hard to believe that it has been 32 years since we reintroduced dinosaurs to the planet. And the sad thing is that the only surviving specimens can now only live here, on this band of islands where the climate is similar to what it was 65 million years ago. Now, and do I have any dinosaur experts within this team? There we go. What's your name? Phil. We're going to start pretty simple for you, Phil. Okay, that's just a question. Until 32 years ago, what was the largest animal in our ocean?
Oh, blue whale.
The whale. Very quick. Very good. The blue whale. Peaceful, slow-moving, a gentle giant that fed on tiny krill. But now, Phil, what rules the waters around this band of islands?
The Mosasaurus.
Of course, the Mosasaurus. Can you tell us anything about the Mosasaurus?
Oh, over 100 feet long.
Wow.
Very, very big. Distinctive markings on the top. Kind of like a whale, but like a dinosaur.
Yes. But very good knowledge from you, Phil. It has a very strong jaw that could crush a shark, and it has the speed to strike without warning. So it's fair to say that we have a new ruler of the waters, and it is anything but gentle. Now in this lab, we are going back to basics. We're using what we have on the ground, or in the water, should I say, and we are going to determine where the Mosasaurus is. We're going to track it, and that is why you are here today. So 2 of our best and brightest geneticists over here, I can tell Phil. So we've got Phil, what's your name? Ali. Have you ever used a pipette before? Yeah. Of course you have. You're a geneticist. So if you could please draw a sample of water from this tank over here, and you're going to place it very carefully on each piece of this. You have one each there. And if you could keep it as close to the center as possible, that would make me very happy. Now this water tank that you see over here, this water was taken just off the coast of Isla Nublar. Or Isla Nublar. It's up for debate how we pronounce the first word there. Hey, John, and what's your name? Missy. Missy. John and Missy, you're going to do a very similar thing, and you are going to take a sample from this tricky substance over here, sulfates, and you can find out which one has that. This is iodine, so you pick which one you want, and you are going to then make a very small drop. Microscope here. Beautiful. Thank you, Graham. Now, I've taken the liberty to sync this with my iPad so you can see what I can see under the microscope. So let's just check what we've got. A specimen there. Oh, beautiful. Okay, here she is. Is living DNA strands. Now these match the genetic material of the Mosasaurus. What does this mean? Well, this is evidence that one of her kind is very close by. Now looking at this DNA, it doesn't give us an exact location. It's more of a snapshot in time, but nevertheless, it is excellent data. In fact, if you wanted to visualize this a little bit more, so the last time the Mosasaurus was sighted was just off the coast of Isla Nublar, which is way out here. This evidence suggests that it's much closer to home. So she is swimming around our shores here somewhere. Now, which one of you would face best in front of the Mosasaurus? Our captain, John.
I will sacrifice myself.
You will sacrifice yourself. You're going to get it swimming
I'm alright.
You're all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the brilliance, the importance of the great experiment we're doing here, and I am so honored to be surrounded by such a brave team. Thank you, recruits. My name is Dr. Sienna Cade. I'm a paleontologist here and previous student of Alan Grant. Your team name, recruits? Okay, what's your name?
Phil.
Phil, nice to meet you. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming to our aid today. We're doing a lot of great work in the facility, but we can always use more hands on deck. You look great. Are you ready to get stuck in and do some DNA extracting?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Please step closer, gather round. So these are our dinosaur eggs. We recovered these from a series of nesting sites close to the perimeter, but they have not yet been catalogued, okay? Any famous dinosaurs that we can think of off the top of our heads?
Pterodactyl.
Nice. Any other ones?
Tyrannosaurus rex.
Good.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Very good. What's your name?
John.
John, nice to meet you. My favourite is this little guy here. This is actually one of the last remaining eggs of a Titanosaurus. They're beautiful creatures, really calming in nature. Herbivores, they travel in herds. I'm going to pass this around. Please be careful with the eggs. They are really valuable to our research here. Okay, are we ready to move on to our first task?
Yeah.
Great. Super simple. I haven't had a chance this morning, unfortunately, to identify any of these eggs other than the Titanosaurus, so that one should be simple enough. Here we've got 6 dossiers. The Titanosaurus, Velociraptors, Ankylosaurus, Aquapolyps, Spinosaurus and T-Rex. Inside you will find a sheet that has 3 characteristics on: shapes, dimensions, colours, okay? These are all characteristics that we use to identify these eggs when we're out in the field. Simple task, match up the eggs to the dossier.
What was that?
Light green. It's got more veining on it.
That's 26 centimeters perfectly.
So, unfortunately, the Titanosaurus egg, the blood inside was oxygenated, so we can't actually use this for DNA testing. But we're going to move on using our Spinosaurus egg. Has anyone here genetically extracted DNA from a dinosaur egg before?
Every day.
You have? What's your name?
Gabby.
Gabby. Hi. Please step forward, Gabby. This is going to be really great, informative for the rest of the recruits. So recruits, taking the syringe, you're going to insert it like so. Take your 2 fingers and pop it around the top like that. Wide stance, ground yourself, okay? And then we're just going to pull a sample. Sample then can be put in the test tube and sent for testing. Would you like to give it a go? Sure. Great. It is pretty tricky, yes. And then if you'd like to pop that in there, that's okay. Just need a small sample, but if you can push it as hard as possible. There we go, I'll lay that down a bit for you. Very good, that's fine, that's perfect.
Yeah?
Yes, and then if you pass that back over to Albert for me, carefully. Thank you. There we have our sample. This can now be sent off for testing, okay? You only need a small sample when you're in the field. Do we feel ready? When you get to the field, learn to delegate. Assign maybe a lookout team, check the area. Once you have your sample, get out. Okay? Who's your leader?
Okay, follow me to the top. I am your drill training sergeant. My name is Richard Harrell. I am also a mission leader. So, please, when I speak, this is very important. Listen up. Now, we are here to try and get you thinking quickly and intuitively about the danger that you are, let's face it, actively seeking out. Okay? Up here is the perimeter fence. Now, this is the one thing that is keeping you safe against the threat from above. You know what that is? The Quetzalcoatlus. Now, this is a huge animal, wingspan 11 meters long, okay? About the same as a F-16 jet, okay? It has a beak that is 10 feet long, maybe more. It can skewer each one of you in one foul swoop, okay? So, you guys are gonna go and try and steal her eggs, right? Okay, not such a great idea. A loud, distant, deep, guttural roar, okay? If you hear those, you need to freeze, okay? okay? Do not move a muscle. When we're not in your head, that's going to get you killed, okay? Freeze. Don't move a muscle. If you see a Spinosaurus, you need to face that like a bear, okay? You need to make yourself as big as possible, okay? And as loud as possible. You are the threat, not him. You need to do it as a group, okay? To make yourself as big a threat as possible. So, if you see a Spinosaurus, what do we do? It is not a sound that is our first clue, but it is a smell. That's right. We need to start with what they leave behind. Could I borrow these, sir, please? Oh, great. Yeah, come this way. Okay. Now, could you please take the tongs? Fantastic. Could you scoop up a sample? There you go. Okay, try and get the wet stuff. There we go. Very good. Okay, just put it in the vial there. Okay, that's all we need. Fantastic. Congratulations, you have just scooped up dinosaur dung. There you go. Okay, so this is very, very important work, okay? I can take this to the tech guys now and show them that the perimeter is not holding. We've got samples like this inside the facility. That is bad news, okay? Thank you for your help. Remember what I taught you. Stick together, work as a group.
Do you
Yeah.
feel enlightened?
Yeah.
What did you learn about the Mosasaurus?
Phil?
It's over 100 feet long, and it's the biggest predator in the ocean.
Right. And what do you do when you see a T-Rex?
Freeze.
Okay, you've passed. I'm going to get my team member to verify your badges over here while I train the next group.
Under the chin.
You can tell she's enjoying
Hey, everyone, we need to determine the threat. Don't move a muscle. Okay, I can confirm that that is the D-Rex. Nobody move. I'm going to go out to the eastern bridge and try and get the perimeter